A breezy afternoon for some areas around southern Colorado. If you saw the live shot from Scott Harrison before it went out earlier on this afternoon, earlier on in the newscast, the winds are higher than 3 miles per hour in Canyon City, especially over where that 8-mile fire is. They're probably closer to 12 and 15 like they are in the Springs and in Pueblo. This is something we're going to continue to track as we go through the next several hours. Winds on a sustained level are going to be between 10 and 20 miles per hour in that area. As we go through the overnight tonight into the day tomorrow, those wind speeds are going to stay up until we get into our early Sunday morning when they'll die off. You notice that's the numbers that you see there on your screen. These are again the sustained winds, and you'll again see them pick up as we go through our Sunday afternoon between 10 and 20 miles per hour on a pretty widespread basis. Over towards the mountain passes, we'll continue to have even higher winds than this, so that'll cause some problems for the higher profile vehicles as we go through our Sunday afternoon. If you're heading up towards Wolf Creek Pass or Wilkerson Pass, that'll be an issue for you. But outside of that, the main thing that we're watching in terms of the winds is what's happening just off to the northeast of Canyon City with that wildfire that continues to burn. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be sitting in the upper 90s and even some low triple digits in places like Lamar. 101 for you, 99 in Pueblo, 92 at the Springs, 93 at Canyon City. This is not good news for the firefighters as they will struggle with some of that heat tomorrow afternoon. 76 at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and the giraffes are out. Nice to see the giraffes out there. Winds out of the south-southeast at about 5 miles per hour. People taking in the giraffe pen this afternoon. As we look at what's happening at the rest of our neighborhood weather network cameras, we continue to see conditions sitting in the upper 80s at Pueblo West. Parkview Medical Center camera, winds out of the southeast at 6. Much higher at Salida, though, out of the west at 20, looking at Mount Chavano. Temperatures there are cooler, though. They're sitting in the upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. 84 in the Springs, 89 in Pueblo. There are some lower 90s around in places like Lamar and also in Canyon City. You currently have 92 degrees. As we see what's going to happen as we look at our skycast throughout our Saturday night and into our Sunday morning, not much to look at in the way of any kind of precipitation on our Sunday morning. We'll continue to see those conditions stay high and dry, and they'll be somewhat breezy, as we talked about a second ago. Sunday afternoon, there's a small chance for a sprinkle in some of the highest elevation areas, places like the top of Pikes Peak, which saw all 4 seasons during the race last year. 55 in the Springs for tonight, 58 in Pueblo, 56 in Canyon City. As we go into the mountains, you'll be sitting in the 30s and 40s. Spring 7-day forecast, high temperatures do drop back into the upper 70s and lower 80s. And we'll see a chance for showers and isolated rumbles of thunder. The monsoon, there are hints of it in the later days of our extended forecast. Pueblo, your 7-day forecast, high temperatures near 100 tomorrow, gives way to lower to middle 90s on Monday. Upper 80s and lower 90s later on in our 7-day outlook. Canyon City, your 7-day forecast, chance for showers and storms for you. High temperatures, lower 90s tomorrow, giving way to mid to upper 80s later on in our 7-day forecast. Teller County, you'll see chances for showers and storms across the board, as the best chances for rain are always going to be in the mountains this time of the year. The question is not if, it's where they occur and how long they take to get out of there. If you get on one of the burn scars, that will be an issue as we go through this week when the monsoon begins, just like it did last year in July.
Well, I, for one, would love it to stay away from Pikes Peak and fall on another mountain.
Definitely tomorrow.
Because it's already a long day.
Well,
right?
you saw all 4 seasons last year.
Is that going to happen tomorrow, Jim?
There will be a chance for a sprinkle, yes.
A sprinkle.
But not
live with
sleet.
Not the sleet or the snow or the hail.
That's a successful day in itself, as long as there's no accident. Seriously, because like you
sure.
said, you know, those competitors, they sit at the start line and they want to go. They don't want to wait, especially for any rain.